We could today rewrite Hull City AFC history. Never in the history of the football club have they won a cup competition. Ever. Ever. It's not since 1904, since they began. So, today we could begin by rewriting club history. They've come runners-up in the FA Cup in 2014, semi-finalists of the Football League Cup in 2016-17, runners-up of this competition in 1984, and runners-up of the Watney Cup in 1973, but never won a cup competition. They have won a league on a couple of occasions, the Football League 3rd Division North in 1933 and 1949, and League One. They have won League One, but it was the 3rd Division at the time, and it was 1966. So it's been a while since Hull City actually won a league, and they've never won a trophy. Have won the playoffs, Championship playoffs, in 2007-8 and 2015-16, but never a cup competition. So let's go and write that as the first thing to do today. We're 2 points clear of Charlton at the top of League One as well. So we could, if Charlton drop further points, and with our game in hand to go potentially 5 points clear, we could win League One today, but it's probably going to wait until tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see, though. We'll play Exeter, we'll sim Burton, and we'll play Ipswich and Fleetwood, who are both playoff or promotion rivals, of course. Then we've Blackpool, Accrington Stanley, and another promotion rival, Doncaster, to end the season. It might get done today if the advantage is such that we can just get, realistically not have to play all 3 final games. We might have to have an extra episode tomorrow. I don't know yet. I haven't played the games, but you'll know by the length of the video, probably. So do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed this first season, or are enjoying this first season. There may yet be more to come. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on Season 2, which should, at the very least, see us promoted to the Championship and take on a new division. If not, win the current division that we're in. But to start, it's time to hopefully win a cup for the very first time in this club's history. I'm going to take Alfie Jones off the bench and throw Barnett in, just so we've got a striking option as well as wide central options in defence and midfield. But the starting lineup can be as strong as we could possibly get it, and it is as strong as we could possibly get it. So, bring on Exeter City. Right, the Exeter City side that stands in the way. Lewis Ward in goal, Nigel Atangana up top. I think in a wide 3 behind Ryan Bowman at striker. It is, yeah. Mackenzie wide left, Williams wide right, Sheehan and Collins holding. It's not too dissimilar a formation from ours, really. We're playing a 4-2-3-1 narrow, and they're playing a 4-2-3-1 defensive, or wide, which is, as it happens, more defensive. They're playing in their changed yellow and purple strip, which is very fetching. Certainly not the sort of strip you want to be losing a cup final in. Dinked in nicely to Atangana and out to Mackenzie, who this time decides he does want to take a touch of the football. Atangana central to Bowman, over the top to Atangana again. Is he onside? It was tight. Was onside, but it's comfortable enough for George Long. It wasn't the best of struck shots in the world, was it? Bit of space for Pinto McGuinness is going to go again. I can't quite squeeze it past Sweeney to set up Josh McGuinness for a one-on-one. Atangana's got runners all around him, and despite being set up in the more defensive of the 4-2-3-1 variations, they've been the more attacking of the teams so far. Mackenzie's in here, and Mackenzie scores for Exeter City. We are 1-0 down in this Papa John's Trophy Cup final. Right. Not part of the script at all. We'll have to come from behind here, but it's well worked. He's onside. One defender, Jordi Device, dropped a lot deeper than the rest of the defensive line to cover the run of the man in the middle, and as such, even though that man in the middle wasn't involved in the move, it's cost us a goal. Elder back to Honeyman. Set across here to Doherty. Driving forward. McGuinness is through that gap. Pinto's going to keep that run going, is he? He did, but I can't use him yet. Doherty into Pinto. McGuinness's hold-up play coming very much in handy again. Honeyman out wide to Lewis Potter. You can see how well they're defending with this defensive formation. Doherty to Pinto. McGuinness is there. We'll look to slot him in. Forced a bit wide. Good hold-up play again, though. Oh, it's just going to try and back heel that. to Malik Wilks on the wing. It's Pinto to deliver a corner. We could get an equaliser here. McGuinness is up, but Caprice wins the header. Pinto will keep this in. And we'll whip again. And it's a good whip. And there's Joshua Emmanuel, but straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Emmanuel was the man that popped up with us from a goal from a corner recently, unexpectedly. But, unfortunately on this occasion, more clear-cut chance, but not able to get the ball into the back of the net. We still trail by a goal to nil after half an hour. Corner for Pinto to take in the 42nd minute. Is the equaliser on the way? It might be with McKennis underneath this, and every single time he does that, you know it's going in the back of the net. Josh McGuinness again for Hull City. One of our lowest rated players now in the starting lineup with the growth of everybody else, but still one of our best performers, most reliable performers, and top goal scorers. Powerful header, rising much higher above the defender, giving a little nudge in the back. Whether that's strictly legal or not, I'm not sure. Just to work the space, but great header. Should Page have done better on the line? Maybe. But the header was powerful enough to see it past keeper and defender. And we're level just before half-time. Elder to Honeyman. Potter itching to make a move down that left-hand side, and he's going to go again. Pinto's made a smart run. If he can get to that first, which he has done, he's powered past the defender. I'm not too sure about his weak foot, though. He's not going to get the chance on his strong foot either, but McGuinness wins the loose ball. Honeyman and Joshua Emmanuel. I think Wilkes was offside, so had to leave that. And as such, it wasn't as good an opportunity as it could have been. Josh Emmanuel, Malik Wilkes on that right-hand side. Will cut back to his left, and McGuinness turns. And here is Pinto. He's able to spin on this occasion, and Honeyman has options. One of which is Pinto actually here with some space. Leonardo Pinto! Good save by the keeper. Nearly got caught there as he was on the run through. Honeyman will make way for Gunn, who'll come on now and be my box-to-box player. Do I make any other changes? I don't think so. We haven't had much from Lewis Potter or Malik Wilkes so far, but I don't feel like Adelican at this stage is going to make the difference. Maybe a little bit later if we go to extra time perhaps, but I'm quite happy with the 10 on the field right now. Soon to be joined by a new 11th, as Pinto trying to shrug off Collins does well. Getting into Doherty, who's gesticulating to the referee there. He felt he'd been fouled. McGuinness looking for Pinto. And there's Lewis Potter. And the youngster might well have won the cup for Hull City. You guys wanted him to play a lot this season. It was a battle to play with him when he was lower rated. But he's grown phenomenally well this season and become more and more influential throughout the year. And how much more influence can you have in your first full season in the first team than winning your side a cup? He might well have just done that for us. Keane Lewis Potter into the top right-hand corner in front of the Exeter fans. Head in hands for them. As we go 2-1 up here late on, that might well be Hull City's first ever cup win in their history. In 116 years. Muslim can't quite do it. Sheehan, Pinto is starting to flag now, but there's only 10 minutes left. He just needs to hold on with those shaky, tired legs. Love to have Pinto on the field to celebrate this cup final win. Should we be able to see this through? Sheehan back to Sweeney. Just trying to slow them down. Not allow them the chance to play through the lines. But as ever, as they have done in this game, they're going over the top of the lines. And again, it's working for them. Sheehan inside. Mackenzie has options. He's going to go backwards instead. He's Page to Sheehan again. Nice turn. Collins. Atangana. Collins again through the gap to Bowman. Been quiet in this game, Bowman. Nice tackle. That might well be the cup-winning tackle to go with the cup-winning goal from Keane Lewis Potter. Pinto. I've got support back here. I'm just going to take my time. There's no need to rush it now. We could try and push for a third and put some gloss on it. But I'm very happy with things as they are. And with only a minute to play and that minute up, we are about to win a cup final for the first time in Hull City's 116-year history. Finally, a cup win on its way to the K-Com. Let's go! It had to be McGuinness to get us going, and with recent form, it kind of had to be Keane Lewis Potter to finish it off. Not to discount George Long's heroics in goal with a couple of very important saves. But as the crowd sings Championes, We are going to lift a trophy for the very first time in this save. And let's hope it's not the last. It might well even not be the last that we lift this season, with the chance to win League One later on in perhaps today's episode, perhaps tomorrow. Jordi de Wijs, we turned down a bid from Celtic for him to stay at the club at your guys' voted request. And he's going to get the chance to lift some silverware at Hull City. The EFL trophy. At the first time of asking, it's the first time I've ever won this trophy. And Jordi de Wijs lifts it aloft for the probably near on 40,000 Hull City fans that are crammed into Wembley Stadium. That is absolutely superb. Let's build on that cup win. Let's go and seal at the least automatic promotion today, if not that title too. This game against Burton is going to be a quick sim event as we try and ensure that we get enough points to get ourselves that automatic promotion assured today. And well, he's the man of the episode, isn't he? Keane Lewis Potter scoring both goals in a 2-1 victory over Burton Albion. A 2-1 victory. And Charlton drop points. A 2-1 defeat to Lincoln City. We are 11 points inside the top 2 with 15 points available and Fleetwood to play today. Automatic promotion can be assured today in this episode with 5 points clear of Charlton. By the time that we get to the end of this episode, we'll have played 43 with 9 points available. We could seal the title today. That win against Burton and them... Oh, hello. Yes, please, Hanover. Trying to move Richie Smallwood on. That defeat by Charlton to Lincoln might well have just cost them their final opportunity, albeit slim as it was, to win the league this year. We look very strong now in trying to win League One and get that done in today's episode. Oh, yes! Let's go and make sure we can do it, shall we? I'll see you in the next game.
Today could be the day that sees them promoted officially, but for that to happen, they need a bit of help. Stay with us.
Today could be the day that sees us promoted officially. Derek Ray has given us the news, and at Portman Road, we could seal automatic promotion. Ipswich are pushing for the playoffs, of course, themselves, and are sat in a decent position in 5th. I think the table may even be 4th. Whilst we're pushing through, I might as well just quickly show you their lineup and get cracking. A 4-3-3 for them. Thomas Holy in goal again, 6'7". Need I remind you, Luke Wolfenden and Chambers at the back will be very, very solid central defenders. Wolfenden's a very talented defender. James Norwood through the middle scored a good goal against us when we played Ipswich last time. And if you cast your mind back, actually, Ipswich were better than us when we played them before at our ground. And we struggled to a last-minute 1-1 equaliser. So we're going to have to be at our best again if we're to beat Ipswich Town on this occasion. But we've grown since then. They probably have as well. But we know that we've certainly improved since the last time we played them. We are cup winners this season. And by the end of today's episode, we may well be league winners too. Gwion Edwards pushing forward for Ipswich Town, though. That is a very smart turn, trying to work his way into the box, which he does well. But Honeyman puts in a solid tackle. Still Gwion Edwards comes forward. Honeyman in the way again. This time it will be a corner for Ipswich. Cole skews to deliver it into the middle, which he doesn't really do. But Sears, oh, how is that for a finish? Driven hard and low. Something from the training ground from Ipswich Town. And again, they impress. Very much so. That's a wonderful move. From the corner to the edge of the box, unexpected. Watch his movement there. He just darted one way, then the other. Brings it down superbly well. And that finish, by the way. Not a chance for the goalkeeper. Was it Freddie Sears that scored in the game last time as well? I think it might well have been. Driven hard and low. Nice to see thank you NHS written on the back of their jerseys as well. And they've got the Carers Trust sponsor too. Ratings for that. Ipswich Town. Not so many ratings for leading me by a goal to nil, though. Thank you very much. We'll have to come from behind again against Ipswich if we want anything here today. Honeyman out to Elder. Forward to Lewis Potter. Into Josh McGuinness. Around the corner to George Honeyman. Back inside to Lewis Potter. Got slightly lucky to carry possession through there. Is McGuinness on the edge of the box. Will look to bend it. At 6'7", all he has to do is that. And he tips it over the top of the bar. Relatively easy save for the goalkeeper there. Pinto. I'm trying to keep this away from the keeper so that he doesn't just come and catch it comfortably. Reece Burke will bring this down. There is a bit of gap there for George Honeyman. And if he can work some space, he could get a shot off. But we're going to have to be so pinpoint accurate to get it past Thomas Holy from situations like that I might have to try and work a rather stereotypical FIFA Online style goal where I can just sweat it and score into an empty net, because Holy's going to be so hard to get the ball past from any other sort of scenario. We're going to struggle to score against Ipswich again. Forward through the gap nicely to George Honeyman. That was really fired into him. And Lewis Potter is available around the outside. If I can get this back to Pinto. Well, actually, might have been Honeyman, actually, on the edge of the box there. We could have found an equaliser. Oh, Josh McGuinness didn't quite read the flight of the ball well enough there and got caught underneath it. Didn't stand a chance of getting on the end of it. He might get on the end of this one. No, it's Device that does. Cleared away. Honeyman quickly out here to Key Lewis Potter. At your feet. Whip it. Could it be? Oh, I wasn't sure for a little while there, but the keeper certainly was. How far wide was that from Keen Lewis Potter? That was travelling, a lot further wide than initially it looked. Again, having to utilise that hold-up play. Pinto. It's Wilkes. And around the corner is Emmanuel. Actually, back looking for Wilkes was the plan. Pinto will find Wilkes. And Wilkes also misses the target. At least we're having opportunities. But we need to be more accurate with them. Oh, that one wasn't as far away, though. Honeyman to Doherty. Wilkes ran a long way offside, but he's gotten himself back the right side of the line now. And McGuinness, well, he's not going to burst past the defender, but he could certainly get past the defensive line like that. I'm sorry, Thomas Holy, you are a very capable goalkeeper, but that is the sort of opportunity that Josh McGuinness does not miss. Equalising in the cup final, equalising at Portman Road. Josh McGuinness is an ever-reliable source of goals for us. That's a nice ball out to Gwion Edwards, and they're in here, Ipswich. If they can find the pass, Gwion goes for goal himself and needs a full stretch save from George Long to keep him out. Hell of an effort. Seems to see how frustrated he was that the keeper was actually able to get to that, because it was really well struck. Nydam into the middle. Elder heads it back from whence it came, but he's onside. He could get the ball in again. Honeyman does well. Can we create a counter-attack before the end of the half? I'll look for Wilkes. And I need someone to come shorter. Thankfully, we perhaps didn't need that. Through ball for Greg Doherty, of all people. Two defenders up against him here. And arriving. It's McGuinness, but forced him wide with that. What can he do from here? There's Keen Lewis Potter. What can he do from here? Nothing. Bollocks. Really good counter-attacking chance that I haven't been able to turn home or even to get the shot away. I must be better in the second half if we want to win here. 3 points away from home against Ipswich would go a long way to ensuring that we get the league title today. Charlton, however, are winning against Burton. Fleetwood are drawing. Donny are losing. Come on. Let's get that second. Out wide to Elder. And through the gap to McGuinness. And he has gotten past the defender there. And we'll poke that for Keen Lewis Potter. That was excellent work from Josh McGuinness. Keen Lewis Potter wants to go solo. I'm not going to let him. Can he make it count? Says Derek Ray. I'm not necessarily acting on instinct in the final third, am I? But Josh McGuinness's 5-star weak foot nearly gets us in front. But a good save down low by the goalkeeper ensures that we don't. But, oh no, he's gotten in the way. Reece Burke! Thomas Holy, what a stop. How many times have we seen McGuinness's headers like that flying to the back of the net? We've even seen it in today's episode already. But scoring more than those one-on-one chances against Thomas Holy is so difficult. Here's Nydam. That's a lovely ball to Gwion Edwards. Cross could come in. Still does. And, Jackson with a good header. Win that header. Well up, Elder. Lewis Potter into the middle to Dave Gunn. Cross here to Adelakun. Josh McGuinness, who's about to come off, win by last throw of the dice. I'm going to try and see if, I was hoping to try and see if Barnett could have a part to play. But with just less than a minute to go. A, he is going to get a chance, but not much time to make that difference. But B, bing! We don't need him to change the game now, because Lewis Potter might well have just won us the league with that goal. Definitely deserves those late celebrations on this occasion. A victory with practically the last kick of the game. And again, we've gone McGuinness, Keane, Lewis, Potter. They're so reliable. And what a season the young winger has had. That's an excellent finish as well. Oh, the quality of goal from the wide men in this game has been very good. Freddie Sears for them. Lewis Potter for me. Barnett coming off here. I thought I untucked his shirt, to be honest. You can see he's got different boots on. I'm going to need to untuck his shirt. Or maybe we leave his shirt tucked in. I'm not sure. You guys can have to let me know, but I'm pretty sure you'd want his shirt untucked. But with the last effort of the game, I could put the controller down. Oh, can I put the controller down? Yes. Pretty sure now. Yeah! 3 points at Portman Road. We left it late to get an equaliser at the KCOM. We left it late here, even later perhaps, to win the game on this occasion. Another particularly difficult game. Now, did Charlton end up slipping up against Burton? They didn't. So the gap at the top of the table as we head to Fleetwood midweek is 5 points. And Charlton have the opportunity to win 9 more. But if we win this game against Fleetwood midweek, which may well be our game in hand, we could go 8 points clear with 9 points available. We just need to make sure that we win this next game against Fleetwood, and it should be done and dusted today. Oh, you want a new contract, do you, Louis Coyle? Sure. Okay, I didn't realise you were after one. Is your contract running out at all? It's not. You've got 2 weeks left. He's unhappy with his contract, though. Submitted a transfer request. When did that happen? Okay. Delegate renewal. He's now doesn't want to... Okay, well, maybe we will need to sign someone next year. Looks like Louis Coyle might be on his way out. That's slightly frustrating. Although there will be the option, of course, to scout for young defenders next season, which is what I am going to do with those youth scouts. If we can get some centre-backs and wing-backs that are as good as our centre-mids and wide midfielders that we've gotten in this season from our Icelandic scout, then we still shouldn't need to sign anyone next season. But we'll have to wait and see how things transpire. Take Pinto out of there and we can give that to Main. Just to be sure that all of the reserves and the bench are trained and ready for action. And we can head into the game now against Fleetwood. And this might be the game that certainly seals our title. We are, however, promoted. 11 points. Actually, are we? No. Fleetwood. If we lose this, we're not even guaranteed automatic promotion yet. But a point against Fleetwood guarantees automatic promotion. A win almost certainly guarantees the title. Fleetwood starting lineup. Alex Cairns in goal. Paddy Madden up top again. Always a danger, scores against us regularly. Jordan Rossiter runs the midfield every single time we play against Fleetwood. If we keep him quiet, we keep them quiet. A point guarantees promotion now. A win all but guarantees a promotion next time out. Rossiter over the top nicely towards Burns. Brings it down well. And back to Edwards. Into Camps. Nice touch by Honeyman. And away. Elder. Forward into Lewis Potter. Get to that first, please. He hasn't. And we've lost possession in a dangerous area here. Andrew with support from Finley. Cross to Jordan Rossiter again, as we mentioned, pulling the strings in their midfield. Paddy Madden with support. Camps has a man free on this far side. The number 7. That's where I envisaged the pass and the play going. And thankfully, Elder got across well. He's been a unsung hero this season, Elder at left back. He's grown really well. He's been rock solid. But because of the performances of Lewis Potter in front of him, he's kind of gone under the radar, but he's been a wonderful servant to us at left back. Was Lewis Potter onside there? Apparently he was. Okay, I see Pinto. Oh, I see McGuinness. I see a defender's shin. Finley. Nice block. And again, not quite working to get possession back, but slowing up their attack. There's options out wide there, and Andrew could deliver it, and does. Oh, wonderful cross. That has to be a goal. Pinpoint accurate cross from Finley. That was wonderful. Paddy Madden with the deadly finish. And that is a goal of real quality. Fair play, Fleetwood Town. That was very, very good indeed. Lovely run. Device can't quite get there. Thumped home by the striker. First time on the volley. Wonderful goal. And after 20 minutes, it's 1-0 Fleetwood. That's not how things were supposed to go, but we've gone 1-0 down in 2 games so far today. And we've won them both by 2-1. So, more of the same, please. Throw for Fleetwood just before half-time. They look to extend their lead. We've not conceded 2 so far today. And thanks to George Long, we haven't yet conceded 2 moving forward. Mackay with the delivery. Fleetwood trying to keep their automatic promotion hopes alive here. And 3 points against me would certainly close them in on Charlton, quite considerably so actually. But I still want to win the title today if we can. I still want to get automatic promotion after this game if we can. Edwards, all I need is an equaliser for that. 3 points would certainly come in handy for the league title. Long, more comfortable save this time around, but Fleetwood still pressing for that second and still look the more likely of scoring the next goal in this game. It's going to be 1-0 to them at half-time, I think. Unless the ref lets play continue here, which he has done, and Wilkes will dart inside, and Wilkes misses the target. Charlton are playing today. They are playing today. They're winning. If we, and we're losing, so that's going to bring them right back into contention. If we win today and they fail to win, we will win the title now. I need to win this game and I need Sunderland to pull out an equaliser. And if that happens, I think we win the title after this game with 3 games to spare for us and 2 games to spare for Charlton. The gap was 5 points and it would grow to 7 if we win and they draw. So, yes, if we win and they fail to win in this match day, I didn't realise they were playing. I thought this was our game in hand, perhaps. Then we win the title at the end of this fixture. Well, things just took a turn. We know exactly what we need to do now. All I need to do is do it. And hope Sunderland do something for me at the other end as well. Lovely ball by Elder forward to Lewis Potter. Dart inside. It's left the defender for dead. And I've got runners all around me here. And Pinto's one of them. And Honeyman was through that gap. Still Fleetwood hold on to their lead. Out wide, Camps to Burns. I caught Camps very badly there. Burns going down the line. He fancies himself for pace against the Audi device. Most players would. Back in support to Edwards. Rossiter, Edwards, Burns. I caught a man there on the edge of the box. Advantage taken. And play continues. Here's Edwards. Inside to Burns. A second with... finished me off. But Audi device with a nice interception. And forward we come with Keane Lewis Potter. Come on then. This move is taking its time in building up. But Malik Wilkes could be played in here if he can bring that down. Which he has done. He's got support. Keane Lewis Potter. I need McGuinness to score the first and Keane Lewis Potter to score the second. Oh, Josh! God, so close! How's he missed from there? Oh, no! Oh, come on! 25 minutes to go. I'm going to make a change. But what change do I make? Malik Wilkes has been quiet in this one. We'll bring on a Delicant. And that'll be it. That'll be it for now. We haven't seen much out of Pinto recently, to be fair. I might bring Dave Gunn on for him in about 10-15 minutes' time. Come on. A win seals it. Surely. Surely Sunderland can find an equaliser at the Valley. McGuinness. Honeyman. Had to be Keane Lewis Potter. No! Keane! Come on, man! You finished such more difficult chances than that this season. Oh my God, how has he missed the target there? Is he right? I genuinely don't know whether he's right or left-footed. He is right-footed, and he's got a 5-star weak foot. He's got to bury that. He's got to bury that. A defeat brings Charlton right back in the mix if they do see that game through against Sunderland. And we might well go to another episode. I'm trying to get it done today. Jordan Rossiter through the gap there to Mackay. Back to Andrew. Oh, still, I just can't do anything against Fleetwood. They're going all defensive and trying to keep the ball in the corner. Here's Jordan Rossiter. They might try and kill us off with a second. Good block by Reece Burke. He went for the shot. Didn't quite transpire how he anticipated it. Adelkin inside. Pinto, look at the run from Honeyman. Elder is there. Keane Lewis Potter has missed our best chance in this game so far. Charlton 2-0 against Sunderland. The chance to win the title will not happen today. In this game, at least. McGuinness even was available in the middle. McGuinness is there, and the shot is blocked. And it will be a corner. It will be a goal kick. It must have hit Pinto. We're going to lose to Fleetwood, lads. We're going to lose to Fleetwood. Automatic promotion. Not even assured yet. Let alone the league title. Get in behind Josh. Oh, this could be it. No! Oh, just as I was swinging the leg at the ball. That was automatic promotion. That close. Oh, God. We could have done it. We could have done it. The moment was there. We lose to Fleetwood. Arguably deserved to lose to Fleetwood. If we're going to have 5 shots and none of them are on target. Charlton win 2-0 against Sunderland. They will close the gap to us to 2 points. They have the potential of 6 points available to them. Should they win those 2 games, they'll go to 90. Our goal difference is such that really 4 points will win us the league. 4 points will win us the league. We are automatically promoted. I've just noticed Fleetwood's win, the gap is still 10 points. I don't know whether I made a mistake with my reading of that prior to this game, or if Fleetwood had a game in hand on us and on everybody else. I think that actually they might have had 41 games played prior to this. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh my God. We're up. We're up. We're up. Well, as we're up, go on then. Let's finish it today. We need 4 points from the remaining 3 games. There's one of them. Malik Wilkes gets a single point. Charlton draw with Crewe. Charlton draw with Crewe. We're 2 points clear with a game in hand. We are going to win the league title. Coyle sold. Next season, we will certainly be needing a new right back. But in a rather strange turn of events that doesn't normally happen here on the channel, we're going to play a 4th game. Because if we win this, or even just get a point, that's the league title assured for us, because our goal difference is wildly better than Fleetwood's. Right, let's go and play. Actually, do I play this one or do I play Donny? If I sim this, because the Donny one's at home, right? Donny one's at home. If I sim this and we get the points, then we'll lift the trophy against Donny. I'm going to do it that way around. We'll quick sim this and win it 2-0. We are champions. I was torn there. Do I potentially win the league in a game but not get the trophy lift ceremony? Or do I sim it and then get the trophy ceremony at the end? Fleetwood might yet get automatic promotion ahead of Charlton. Their goal difference is the same. If Fleetwood win away from home against Wigan on the 8th of May, Charlton will fall out of contention for an automatic promotion spot and have to go via the playoffs. Wow. I will see you against Doncaster, where we should, in theory, if everything goes as I expect it to, lift the League One trophy. Fleetwood have won that game in hand, and they do get automatic promotion. How big was their win over me in that last game? That's changed the entire outlook of the end of the season. MK Dons will get playoffs, but if they win on the final day, on their final day against Plymouth, it will be Sunderland they face in the playoffs, not Charlton. If they draw or lose, they'll finish 6th and play 3rd place Charlton in the playoffs. At the bottom of the table, is there anything still going on relegation-wise? Plymouth could stay up against MK Dons. So they have everything to play for, and Burton would get relegated if Plymouth get a point against MK Dons. Unfortunately for Northampton, they're already relegated. So there's stuff to play for at the bottom of the table. But at the top, everything is already decided. We will win the title. Fleetwood will join us next season. Let's go and lift that trophy. Doncaster, Lewis Jones in goal. Bradley Halliday at right back, former Cambridge man, of course. James Coppinger, as ever, with the captain's armband for Donny. They were top of the table throughout earlier stages in this season. But they threw away automatic promotion. And they're not going to get into the playoffs either. It's Charlton, Ipswich, Sunderland, MK Dons. Even Oxford, the top two was Oxford and Doncaster around about the Christmas period when we were languishing at the bottom of the playoffs. It's completely changed on its head. We've run out league winners and they don't even have the chance of promotion. I'll probably keep this one to just minimal highlights, perhaps goals only, because the only reason we're really here right now is to see us lift that trophy at the end of 90 minutes. Cross to Honeyman. Lewis Potter. You disappointed me in the Fleetwood game, Mr. Potter. But still, you could do something for me here. Driven across, and Pinto's there. He's been quiet in the last 3 or 4 months or so, but he's still going to grow into a wonderful player, and still going to be a player that will have a big part to play in the entirety of this save. I imagine he'll be one of our best, highest rated players come the time we get to the Premier League. Certainly by the time we're winning the league and the Champions League, which is of course the aim, and we'll keep going until we do. But Pinto gives us a 1-0 lead. Hopefully we can lift the trophy in style today. James. Oh, lovely little dink into Taylor. And lofted into the middle. And Device can only head behind for a corner to Donny. Corner for Doncaster. Lakilo to take it shortly before half-time. And away. It's going to drop here for Gomez. Could he shoot? No, he's going to lay it back out wide here to Lakilo, who's onside. And hello, there's an equaliser. Tulloch. Really good cross across the face of goal. Not too dissimilar from our goal, to be fair. Yordi Device just couldn't get into position quickly enough. Not the first time we've seen that today, is it? Paddy Madden did something pretty similar, although that goal for Fleetwood was a little bit more emphatic and a little bit more visually appealing. But still, it's 1-1 here. And whilst I would love to end the season with a win, Doncaster want to do that themselves. Oh, and Josh Long very nearly conceded a second there, and they might well have taken a 2-1 lead. From the corner, James Coppinger will try and create that second goal for Doncaster. Wilkes will head behind, and at half-time, it could be 2-1 Donny. At half-time, it still could be 2-1 Donny. A minute added on. Coppinger again. Looped this time, and over the bar. Cutting inside. I'll go for a switch, actually. Just dink that out there to Doherty. And look at the space for McGuinness. He's in. Josh McGuinness. He might be aging. He might be slightly slower than he was, but he's still got some pace in those legs. And Lewis Potter can't finesse the shot to try and find that far corner. Anderson with a good block. That perhaps should have been 2-1 Hull there. Well, one back by Yordi Device, but Joshua Emanuel gives it away again. And with 20 minutes to go, it's still 1-1 here. I do want to end the season with a win, but we might well be ending the season with a defeat as Doncaster take a 2-1 lead. Taylor gives the advantage to our opponents. We're looking to spoil the party slightly, although I'm sure nobody really cares that much that we might end up losing this game. It would have been nice to end with a win. We still could end with a win, and to be fair, if we do, then it really will be a final day worth remembering, won't it? 15 minutes to go. Is there anyone we want to bring off the bench? Let's give Bennett a go off the bench. No, I'm going to leave the 11 on the field. This 11 have won us the league title this season. This 11 deserve the chance to celebrate it together on the pitch and see the job through. Honeyman, I'll look for the ball through there for Pinto. He can't quite get that to be a goal kick for Donny. It might well be defeat here, unfortunately, but win, lose or draw, we do it together. And win, lose or draw, we're going to lift the title anyway. Coppinger out to Taylor. Lovely spin on it. And in behind here to James Coppinger. That's a lovely back heel. Taylor, good block by Reece Burke. Let's not get embarrassed on the final day, shall we? Potential to make it 3-1 before the end. Their 5th corner of the game. Doncaster Rovers. Oh, talk about loop. Jesus. Keeps. No? Didn't fancy keeping that in? All right. Another corner for Doncaster then. Taylor, John Taylor, scored what is, as things stand, the game-winning goal. Trying to set up another goal that would be one that would seal the victory for Donny. If we can steal it off from here, we could get ourselves an equalising goal. Although time is really running out now, and with space here for Wally to get into. Don't think it's going to happen, but we are going to end with the trophy ceremony. or at least end the season with a trophy ceremony. The episode will end with a full season roundup at the end. I'm not going to get the chance, I don't think, to complete this clearance. I'm not. But as the crowd go absolutely berserk for a 2-1 defeat, we will have the opportunity to lift the trophy here. I think the celebrations are perhaps a little bit over the top. Initially, like dropping to your knees and, oh, we did it! Because you'd already done it, lads. But we are going to get the chance to lift the trophy. There's a floating camera on the halfway line. Absolutely thrilled to win the league in our first season with Hull City. We did not expect that to happen after the opening 4 or 5 months or so. But a really strong second half of the season has seen us push on and be the best side in the league. And we deserve this league title, very much so. The audio device earlier on in today's episode lifted 1 trophy, and we'll get the opportunity to lift the EFL League 1 trophy here as well. I think that deserves a like, don't you? If we could hit 2,000 likes for this final episode of Season 1, that would be absolutely superb. I think 2 trophies in 1 episode certainly deserves a like! And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on episode 1 of Season 2 that will come to you tomorrow afternoon. But for now, I'm going to jump back to the very end of the season. We'll have the usual traditional season roundup. Yes! 2 trophies! 2 trophies! And again, for good measure! 2 trophies this season. Let's go and have a season roundup. Here we are then at the end of the season. As is tradition on the channel, at the end of the season finale, we have a look at the competitions. We were involved in the competitions around Europe, the bigger ones, and of course have a final look at the team, how they grew, how they performed, and have a think about what we're going to do in the transfer window next season. As you know, we won the league today with a 5-point gap from Fleetwood, who sneaked promotion on the final day by 1 goal in their goal difference. They had the best defensive record in the league, however, with only 38 conceded in 46 goals. So fair play to them, and they beat us, the league champions, to make sure that they got that. So they've earned that second spot. Charlton have certainly thrown it away, however. Sunderland, MK Dons and Ipswich finish out the playoffs. MK Dons winning on the final day against Plymouth, relegating them, and it will be Sunderland for them, and Charlton will play Ipswich in the playoffs this season, and we'll find out in due course who's won that. Plymouth, Gillingham, Rochdale and Northampton have been relegated, unfortunately, in the playoffs. Oh, it's been played on the 5th of June. Okay, I need to go forward another couple of days. Let's see who wins in the playoff final then. Here we go, that's that done. Who won in the playoff final? Who's going to come up with us? Is it going to be Charlton? Is it going to be Sunderland, MK Dons or Ipswich? It's to be Charlton. So they did get their promotion. Fair play. The sides that finished 1st, 2nd and 3rd get promotion. And I always like it when that happens because you always feel that 3rd deserves to go up. If you finish 3rd, you basically finish 1 outside the automatic promotion zones. You've been the next best team. You deserve to go up. Arsenal win the FA Cup by 4-1 over Wolves. The Carabao Cup was won by Liverpool by 4-1 over Everton in a Merseyside derby. We obviously know who won the Papa John's Trophy. We did earlier today. In the Super Cup, Sevilla beat Bayern by 3-2. Congratulations to them. The Champions League was won by PSG on pens over Liverpool. And the Europa League by 3-2. Villarreal over Leverkusen. Euro 2020. Oh, no, that's the pre-season tournament. Ignore me. Player stats. Oh, McGuinness didn't win the Golden Boot in the end. Matty Taylor of Oxford did with 23 in 45 games. Had McGuinness played all 46 games in the season, though, he might well have won the Golden Boot. But missing a few games with international duty means that he didn't. But he won't miss a game through international duty again because we'll be a championship side now, meaning we won't lose him because we will get the international breaks, which is good news. Does mean the league season might be slightly more congested, but we'll manage with it. Will Grigg come second. We also have Pinto there with 14, Adelican with 12, Lewis Potter with 12, and on assist-wise, Pinto with 21 assists. Well, he might not seemingly have had a lot to do goal-scoring-wise in the last few games, or last few episodes, but certainly he's been creative enough. McGuinness with 15 assists as well, Honeyman with 7, and Lewis Potter with 6 rounds out us. Clean sheet wise, George Long with 14 in 46. Played every single league game for us. and third on the list. Congratulations to him for that. So what did the board want from us this season? What did we do? Youth development wise, within 2 seasons, have 1 player come through the youth academy and have them play 30% of the games in the next season. That would be Leonardo Pinto at the very least, if not one of the other youngsters that have come up, because we've got a couple that could certainly be involved in certainly at least 30% of the games next year. Brand exposure wise, we did do that, but it hasn't registered it. Keep salary growth under 10%. It's at 1, so certainly will have done that. And within 3 seasons, increase the club worth. We've done it by 62% in 1 season, so safe to presume that that will get done as well. Domestic success wanted us to reach the knockout stages. Sorry, they wanted us to reach the round of 32 of the FA Cup, and we didn't do that. Out in the knockout stages, the early knockout stages with defeat to Gillingham, I think it was. But they wanted us to win the League One title, and we did do that, so fair play to ourselves for doing that. Manager rating of 80. With regards to the youth players that are still in the youth system, there are 4. Rob Wallace being the key one, being trained as a centre mid, and how much longer is left on that development plan for him? Just the 1 week. So as we start next season, he'll be a central midfielder for us. That is fantastic news. Still waiting for him to be 16 to be called up though. A number of the other players actually gave me the old unsettled email and I had to call them up, otherwise I'd have lost them. Logan Ewing can play at right back, not necessarily best suited to it. He is 6 foot though, but his jumping is only 44, so yeah, he's not going to be a centre back, he's going to be a midfielder, but certainly a player that could do a job for us in that role, and we'll keep an eye on him. 85 to 91 potential, so really going to be a great player come the end of the save. Still not sure about Patrick Wallace. I think I might well let him go. In fact, I am going to let him go because we've better options. Some of which, including Angus King, who is still 61 rated at 16 years of age. Lower potential for him, but still, with that pace, could be a player that could be well utilised. And we hopefully will get a little bit more out of him with 6 weeks to go. 5-star week foot going to be improved. And certainly his overall will go up. Training his dribbling, which needs training. That's really the standout one. That and his passing. But we'll concentrate on dribbling for now because that ball control at 55. Short passing at 53 are his lowest stats. But we'll leave them there for now. We'll have a quick look then at the squad. And the squad looks like this. George Long is up 3 to 71 this season. Currently reached his peak, but I expect him to crack on next season after a solid year this year. And a dynamic potential should take over for him. We still have Matt Ingram here, although I will look to sign a youth scout goalkeeper at the beginning of next season with the view to selling Matt Ingram in January season 2. That's the plan. And Cartwright will either go out on loan again or get sold. He's grown well this year out on loan, but and to be fair, he's 6'4", so it could be decent. But I think we're going to get a better youth prospect. Callum Elder up 4 to 72. Wonderful player for us. As we mentioned earlier on the episode, went under the radar this season, but has been absolutely superb, and I'm very pleased with him. He will continue on. Certainly a championship level left back at the very least. Fleming will still be my backup left back for the time being, although next season I am going to prioritise defenders with my youth scouts, so we'll wait and see. Greaves, he's grown a little bit out on loan, but we'll certainly get some better prospects via the youth system. And similarly, Festus Arthur, we will sell those 2 on probably. Maybe another year's loan just to see if they can grow a little bit more, particularly with Greaves. But Arthur, I'm certain I'm going to sell. McLaughlin, 66 rated, grown by 3. We have options at centre-back already, but it's mainly the fact that Riesbeck actually has improved his sprint speed quite well this year. Jordi Device is captain and has played well. He's peaked, but there were a number of occasions this year where he was at fault for goals. So I think we're going to start phasing Jordi Device out over the next 2 seasons and bring in some of the youngsters by the time they get to the point of being able to jump into the first team. Jordi will be 28, 29 and not be in the first team picture anymore. Louis Coyle is leaving us. We will need a new right back next season. You guys will have to decide whether you want me to buy someone or wait and see who we get from our youth scout. We'll wait and see. Reece Burke up 4 and hopefully will continue to grow next year after a very, very solid development plan this season. Growing really well. I actually want to improve his acceleration if I can, but I can't do that anywhere as things stand. So we'll actually change him to stopper then. And that'll get done in 6 weeks, and that'll speed up his development too. At right back, Joshua Emmanuel is up 6. That's how good a season he's had this year. A wonderful defender for us at right back. And we could improve his stats yet further too. 7 weeks could improve his passing stats, which is important for me as a wing back that likes to get forward. Alfie Jones at CDM is probably a player that we're going to look to move on next year because of the outstanding youth prospects we have. So I will add him to the transfer list. Smallwood is leaving us and going to Hanover when the transfer window opens. Elliot Bonds will look to sell next year. Elliot Andrew has been called up. 66 rated winger with pace stats that are going to continue to improve and technical stats that are also going to do the same. So fingers crossed he becomes a very good left-sided midfielder for us. Jack Nielsen, another player that said he was unhappy or unsettled and wanted to come up to the first team squad. Again, he can play on either side, whereas Elliot can only play on the left. We could obviously add the left to it, but I want to concentrate on improving his stats at the moment. And Jack Nielsen, also a player that certainly has great prospects for us. He's currently being traded as a support midfielder to improve his pace, but I will obviously look to improve his passing. In fact, we could probably do that now unless there's only a couple of weeks left on that. So once he's finished that one, we can start concentrating mainly on technical stats. Atana Deshpanda. Unfortunately, we will... actually, is he retiring? A player for the history books. Yeah, he might well be retiring. If not, I'll release him. We signed him purely just to get the job done for the board objective, which didn't work. Milinkovic will leave us. He's going to Lugo. Reece Main has 5-star skills, is a decent centre mid for this level, prospect-wise, but I don't think he's going to be all that come the end of his career, so he might well get moved on. George Honeyman maxed out his potential at present at 70 rated. Superb player for us. Expect to see more growth from him next season. Doherty, up 5 to 71. Really pleased with Greg Doherty. We lost Daniel Batty, of course, in January, but Doherty certainly stepped up and was a wonderful player for us. Pinto, up 9 to 75 rated. Arguably a player that could play in the Premier League right now, but we're going to hopefully have him lead us to glory in the Championship. I'm keeping all fingers crossed that he doesn't get too big for the club before we reach the Prem. Dave Gunn, 64 rated, up 2. And looking to continually have an impact and a part to play in our promotion. Duncan Grant has been called up. I don't think I'm going to keep him, though. He will be added to the transfer list. Max Sheaf is leaving us, going to Fleetwood, who are in the Championship now for next season, up 3. Jack Barr, another wide youngster that wanted to get called up and has been, still needing to improve his physical stats though before he's really going to be effective out wide, but with high crossing and curve, certainly expect him to be utilised out wide. That development plan, still concentrating on his physical stats, and he's still got quite a way to run because of course he only has okay form. But hopefully in pre-season we can bump that. Lewis Potter, what a player. 5-star week for only the 2-star skills, but incredible season for him this year. I'll show you goals and assists once we've gone through everybody. He's up 7 to 70 rated. Adelican up 4. He was really good for us this year. I don't think I'll sign him permanently because of the emergence of players like Jack Barr, of of Nielsen and Andrew. I don't think I need Adelican now. I want to concentrate on our own players. But thank you for your service, Hakib. You were great for us. Thomas Mayer will be sold next season. He's on the transfer window. Not yet had anyone interested in him. Malik Wilkes will continue on the right-hand side for us, up 4 despite his injury. Not quite as effective as he could have been, but at 22, there's still plenty of growth left in him. Josh McGuinness actually down 1 at 66 this season. My top goal scorer this year, 21 goals and 18 assists. Will start as my continual main striker, although it won't be long before Charles Barnett at 5-star takes over as first team striker, but I want his stats to improve a little bit more because technically, as you can see, he's still not that good. It's only the high 66 rated finishing stat really that's boosting his overall that high. McGuinness is definitely the better player at this moment in time. James Scott also still challenging for a position in the starting lineup, but at present definitely utilised well as a squad player. Up 3 this season now, and Billy Chadwick will sell next year. He's not going to play for me, unfortunately, for him. So, stat-wise, let's have a look at goals. And it's Josh McGuinness that leads the way with 21 in all competitions. Lewis Potter with 17. Fair play to him. Pinto with 15 and 23 assists. Adelican with 12. Wilkes with 10 in 2 less games, but got more clean sheets. Not that that really matters for a wide attacking midfielder. Honeyman with 11 goals and 10 assists in 56 games. What a player. Played every league game for us and nearly every Papa John's Trophy game for us as well, I believe. So, a phenomenal servant for us this year. And I'll scroll quickly through the rest so you can see the remainder of the goal scorers, and then we'll have a quick look at assists, which isn't going to be too dissimilar. Pinto with 23. Wow. 18 for McGuinness, 10 for Honeyman. And then again, just a quick scroll through so you guys can see the state of proceedings. Elliot Andrew did play 2 games and got an assist for us. Those being off the bench, though. Of course, I didn't use him personally or manually. It would have been when he was drafted in for international break duty for other players. But we have been phenomenal in this first season. We've got good young youth prospects. Wait and see what the squad looks like as we start to sell people in episode 1 of season 2, and other people that are already sold move on, and we'll see what our budget looks like. At present, we have 5 million in the transfer budget, although a lot in the wages. Of course, there's only a couple of weeks left. So yeah, we've about 5.5 million or so. And I will see you in episode 1 of season 2 tomorrow. Hopefully you've enjoyed this bumper season finale premiere. And if you have, drop the video a like. If you're looking forward to season 2, make sure you subscribe and you won't miss it. Episode 1 of Season 2 coming to you at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'll see you then.